I think this video is a little different because it's rather than me yapping, I hope. I think I actually have a good idea, which is, wow, shocker. But it's to do with businesses, right? I feel like one of the most generic pieces of advice ever, of all time, is start a business, right? That's for adults who don't enjoy their job. That's for adults who do enjoy their job, people who have free time, and especially now teenagers, because of the whole manosphere, whatever. I was personally, a victim's a strong word, I was personally subject to that, right? When I was 16, I started a business. It was a marketing agency, right? And if you're wondering what a 16-year-old knows about marketing, it's nothing. But I was arrogant. I assumed I knew everything about marketing and business because I was 16 and a dumbass. Anyway, so within this business, I made approximately minus 80 pounds over the span of a year, which is, you know, the big bucks. But yeah, I'm not making this video because I'm salty about that. I mean, it was a great experience, learning experience for me. I learned a lot, mostly of what not to do, rather what to do. Yeah, no, I learned some great lessons from that I'm going to take with me for a long time. And it looks great on a CV. I'm pretty sure it's what got me into my university. So, you know, it wasn't all for naught. However, I still think start a business is a stupid piece of advice. Because I think what people think of as a business these days is just wrong. It's just incorrect. I think looking at, I could be wrong. I'm not a historian. Don't correct me. Actually, do correct me. Why would I say that? I think in the past, in history, right, before all the bureaucracy of it, you know, the company's house and the limited companies and taxes and all that rubbish, right? A business started because someone was doing something they enjoyed, right? Someone enjoyed cutting hair, so they cut hair for people paid them, that became their livelihood. It's a business, right? People enjoy baking, they make bread, people buy their bread. It becomes a business, right? People did things they enjoyed and it would become a business, right? And obviously there were people that would operate strictly for profits, but I think the whole concept of businesses came around because people do something they enjoy, and the product of that is something desirable that other people want, and it becomes their livelihood, right? So start a business. That's so stupid, right? A better piece of advice, find a hobby or develop a hobby you have, okay? I mean, when I started that business, I just needed money. Well, I wanted money, right? So I started a business to get that. And it didn't work. That's not to say it couldn't have. It could have been successful and I could have made a bunch of money, great. But I don't think that would have been fulfilling at all, really. Rather, look at what I'm doing now, okay? I am sitting on a rock in Portugal talking to, basically, I'm talking to myself, right? Which is weird, but I enjoy it and it's fun. And what comes after is editing the video and, you know, producing it and doing all that fun stuff. And I say fun stuff because I find it fun. I enjoy that, right? And if people enjoy me doing it, it can become business. Amazing. Fingers crossed, like and subscribe. But yeah, I think more people should just pick up a hobby or develop a hobby or find what they enjoy and then turn that into a business, right? No one in the history of whatever has ever thought to themselves, oh, my hobby is managing and making supply chains more efficient. Huh? What? Obviously, people might enjoy that. If that's your job and you enjoy that, great, more power to you. But no one has started with that and then developed a business because they love doing it. It's always been out of necessity, right? So if you're in a company and you're in a position where you're doing a job that isn't a hobby, but you learn to love it, you come to enjoy it, and you want to leave that company to start a business, amazing, do that, that's perfect. But for people who are unfulfilled, they don't know what they want to do, and they just want to do something with their lives, don't just tell them to start a business. I just find that mind-numbing. Tell them, well, you shouldn't even be telling them, they should be figuring it out themselves. But if you are to tell them to find what they enjoy and develop it and create a business from that. Yeah, a bit of a short one, maybe a long one. I have no idea how long I've been talking for. I'm just a yapper. But I really do think that this is better advice, especially for teenagers, right? I'm 19 right now. I'm doing the university route, standard jobs. I've done YouTube, I'm doing YouTube, I've done businesses, I've done online, I've done everything under the sun, and I've tried it all. Haven't been very successful at it, but I've tried it. And if you're a teenager looking for advice, or if you're a parent looking to help your teenager, this is the best advice I can give, is do not start a business. Find a hobby, develop a hobby, and create a business from it. Stay happy.